1 Peter chapter 1 verses 17 to 21. You were saved by the precious blood of Christ, as with that of a spotless, unblemished lamb. Beloved, if you invoke as Father, him who judges impartially according to each one's works, conduct yourselves with reverence during the time of your sojourning, realizing that you were ransomed from your futile conduct, handed on by your ancestors, not with perishable things like silver or gold, but with the precious blood of Christ, as of a spotless unblemished lamb. He was known before the foundation of the world, but revealed in the final time for you, who through him believe in God, who raised him from the dead, and gave him glory, so that your faith and hope are in God. Peter wrote this letter to encourage believers who would face the trials and persecutions under Emperor Nero. During most of the 1st century, Christians were not hunted down and killed. However, they could expect social and economic persecution from at least 3 sources: the Romans, the Jews, and their own families. Many Romans still thought of Christians as members of a Jewish sect, and because the Jewish religion was legal, they considered Christianity legal also, as long as Christians complied with the empire's laws. Remember when you and your father came home just after you were naughty? In one way you feared him because he was typically the disciplinarian in your family, but in another way you knew he loved you beyond all telling. That is the kind of fear Peter is speaking about. You were ashamed because your father knew you broke one of the family rules. You knew there would be consequences because of your actions, but you also knew no matter what your father would continue to love you. Peter is writing to people who are having a really rough time. He is really telling them if they follow the Lord their life will improve. At some point in your childhood you came to realize that by not breaking the rules, you would lead a peaceful and tranquil life. If you choose not to be obedient to the Lord's way, or your family's way, there would be negative consequences. Your childhood transgressions may have led to a spanking or exile to your bedroom without toys, or other forms of punishment. When a slave was ransomed and set free, and paid money for that release, you too will be released from the exile of purgatory when it is determined that you have paid the ransom, the price, needed to release you from your sin or transgression. God ransomed us, not with money, or time served, but with the blood of His only Son, and He continues to guide us through the workings of the Holy Spirit. But why? Because, just like your earthly father, He loves us, and no matter what we have done, if we have the faith to ask Him for forgiveness it will be granted. Your earthly father cannot raise you from the dead, but your heavenly Father can, and the resurrection is the only proof you need. Oh my God, I am heartily sorry for having offended Thee, and I detest all my sins because I dread the loss of heaven and the pains of hell, but most of all because they offend Thee my God, who art all good and deserving of all my love. I firmly resolve, with the help of Thy grace, to confess my sins, do penance, and amend my life. Amen.